Chill vibes tonight, laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
All right, good morning. At least from where I'm sitting. I know some of you are still in the past and some are in the future. But whatever present you happen to be in as you're catching this on this June the 1st, 2025. And I have 10 a.m., like I said, at least from where I'm sitting. I hope whatever you got going on where you're catching this is going good for you. I truly do. I had me a stressful week. And I'm happy to be here, just chilling with y'all on a Sunday morning. Yes, it's true. I found more parts. And I think I might even found another couple, but we'll get into that in a minute. All right, let's take a look on over to chat. It's early. It's Sunday. Most people are probably in bed. I know at least where I live, it's gray, chilly, gross, cloudy. Looks like it's probably going to rain. It's been raining a lot. So what a better time to, sit here and get some building on. All right. Let's get in this, shall we? We got Gamma Wolf number 1. Bacon, I know. Who knows what this could be? Everybody freaking out about it. I'm just like, yep, we'll see what we get when we get it. And I think I actually may be able to, I should probably save this before I do this part. Because I am kind of cleaning up as well. I'm rolling around just like, all right, is there something I could change or do, make better, etc. So, because when we did start this build, it was, the build mechanic had just changed, and everything had just changed. Glitching had changed the whole nine, right? And we only had the procedural walls. We could, we didn't have the choice. It was, you stack it on and it changes. And I'm like, I don't want that. But, I was messing with what we had. So what I'm thinking here, bacon, it could be anything, is I can change this. I'm going to see what it'll give me for options. It gives me the stone top, which it does not because it already is, but it's procedural. So I'm going to go to that. MSG, what is going on? Hey. Where are you going, Abba? I'm going to put that right there. And we're going to wait for these silly thingamajiggies to go and do what they're doing. But underneath this wall, there's a wall that we put in to get this, circle window top wall in place. And now we don't need it. So there's at least 2 parts there. And I think I'm going to kind of go looking around for stuff like that, just to grab a couple of more things. I just can't let this build go yet. It'll get there, but not quite yet. Like if I ever thought this could be a, what's the word I'm looking for? A featured base, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Then I would, I would complete it. But at the same time, if I can clean it up, get rid of some parts that, the game's trying to render in, and they're not being seen, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, for example, do we need this? What is that attached to? See, it looks like it goes outside here. It doesn't look like it does much. What is this doing? Bet you that's keeping. That's not doing anything. I don't think you are either. And I'm willing to bet you. Oh, you are doing something. Okay. And so is the other one. But what are we looking out there? Alright, see if we can't go. See if we can't go fix that. Oh, nice. Alright, you know what? I can't see a darn thing out there. Yeah, that's better. I feel so bad about that, but is that under? Alright, I don't really need that. Yeah, I do. Nope. Where the hell did that go? Oh, don't need that. Unfortunately, I probably need that. Do I? No. I do not. Do need that on the other hand. Oh, it's just, never mind, it's my lighting. That. Yep. Come on. Right there. Why is this being such a pain? All right. Clean that up. Don't think there's anything in here. But if I move that, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. But we can look in here. Sergeant Belson, good morning. Alright, let's do a count. Pretty sure we were already over in this spot. Yes, we were. Alright, let's see what we got. Got that right. A moderator of moderators. Alright, what are we at? 48? Two more gets us 50. 10 is 12. 16. So we got like 16 parts. But we're going to continue to comb because if I can get some more lighting in, or just anything to improve the overall, I would be happy. I mean, I have, been periodically just kind of, cleaning certain areas. It wasn't, necessarily for, finding more parts. It was more, oops. Just to clean up, sorry. Oh, shit. Find out in a minute. Actually. Nope, good, 48. Dark Hellboy, what's going on? That's weird. Why is that just sitting there? Right? Wait. No, because I want that light here, don't I? Does it matter? Are you asking me, Sarge? No, I do not. Yeah. I kind of like the way that looks. We'll leave it. And we've already been under all this, right? Why do I have that? I have that because of this. Okay. Boaz, welcome. No. Still the same one. I'm just cleaning up, trying to gain some parts. When would I have had time to build another complete city? Now I've been, looking for wires and, I just, now that we can choose what part of the wall we want to use, I didn't need the wall that was under each one of these. So I was able to, gain another couple parts there. I'm trying not to ruin, some aesthetic bits. I'm just trying to now just find no, I mean, I'll be working on one at some point. I just gotta, and we're gonna do a little exploring today. I know. But we need to. And I gotta get this save into the deep water areas. And somebody sent me a video. I gotta find it on what I need, where I need to be in the story. I did take a few parts from my original bit here. There was that extra short wall in here, and there's actually also this one. I could move things around, but it's not worth it. But I did get about, forget how many parts, but some of what we're using now. Oh, you are? Planetcopter. Yeah, I had a good time with it. I hear there's been some pretty major updates, so I'd like to kind of check that out. No. Well, finishing the city just means I'm, finishing. Doesn't mean I've finished. I will do okay, it's finally done. It's not, the title wasn't Finished City, it was Finishing. We're finishing, Yeah, no, I was thinking that actually, Gamma. But I will, I will hopefully at some point soon have one titled, "The city is finally finished. There are no more parts. For real. I mean it this time." Oh, there's multiple planets now? Alright. Oh, or is that because of... Yes, it was. It was the... Oh, no. No? Oh, shite. It did. I think it did cover something. Oh, damn it. What is that? Does that... Is that even necessary? It is not. change anything, did it? No. Well, what do you know? Couple more parts. Again, when this was built originally, a lot of stuff we were unaware of. And since there is no underground here, oh, so now you go around and you terraform different different planets. I have the game. I'll re-download it. Cause I think I did do one of the updates when it came out. I could be wrong, but I believe I did. That's that room. I was almost like, ooh. What do we got there? That might peek out on the other side. Hold on. Yeah, that's that. That's got to be that. All right, we'll take a look at that. Hold on. Yep, that's that. Okay. Although that doesn't need to be there, does it? At least I don't think it does. Did I ruin? Oh, I did. Son of a biscuit. Alright, we gotta reload. Son of a gun. Let's try our autosave, see where that put us. Oh, shoot. Although, I could just redo that. It's not a big deal. Oh, we might be lucky, we might be lucky. Please tell me I'm lucky. They're gone anyway. Alright, I guess I'll fix that. There goes 2 parts. There we go. Another couple of parts. Although now I gotta fix the thing that disappeared. Well, at least the light stayed. Fiddly bits, fiddly bits. Always wacky fiddly bits. Double tap, 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 tap. I guess it gets. There we go. Yeah, whatever. Good enough. Good enough. All right, now where are we at? 40. 24 parts. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. How many parts did I waste in this build? Granted, you know, again, it was all new stuff. It was all a big giant experiment to begin with. A lot of sticker collision right here. Well, we could do another flyover, or under, rather. $37. I think we're at 29 parts now. No, 20. Hold on. 24. Yeah, 27 parts. That's right. Duh. Okay. You've already been over doing all this. I'm almost certain of it. Well, why is that there like that? Do we have more than we need in here? Probably. Jesty, thank you for gifting that membership to Malthios. Thank you so much. Alright, unfortunately that does need to be in there. Oh, and one for sin, thank you. Right here, what we're going to look for is leftover interior floor panels that I no longer need. We just have to be very careful. Most of this stuff I do need. The last thing I want to do is tear something out that I can't put back in. Did we save again yet? You know what? Hey, how you doing? All right, let's go underneath again. See if there's anything we can rescue. Well, I gotta say, we've been doing pretty darn good finding parts. I mean, a good portion of it is, old setup stuff that is no longer necessary due to the changes in build mechanic from the original when these parts were first released. As I've stated, some of it is just me, doing setup stuff and, trying to move something or do something, and, then that part gets forgotten about because, it's buried or hidden at that point, and I've already done what I needed to do and then forgot about it because, well, squirrel. So yeah, there's that. And I'm gonna AFK for just a moment. I deal with something shortly. Need the fact that this does not retain its colors. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh. I don't mean baby, baby. And we won't do that again. All right, give me one moment as I step away from the keyboard for a moment. But I'll still blah, blah, blah. Although it'll just sound like I'm talking from across the room. All right. So we have a few more parts that I didn't think we'd have. Not going to complain about that. And I like to get different, perspectives, and I'm looking at the city from here, and I'm like, all right, what are we looking at? Is there a place I could add a part, or, some lighting? Although it is daytime, so that's kind of a moot point at the moment. I think if I do find parts, I'm going to have to double check on areas, like, all right, what is this attached to? Especially if it was a wall. A wall that I use like we just took out from the other area. Sit out of here? Oh, man. Don't go. Please don't go. You pretty much make a song out of any bit of word. All right, let's put down, because we got the parts and we'll get them back anyway. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to go here. Oh, yes, we do. And then we're going to go there. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go whoop, 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 to here, there, to this. That. Nope, apparently not. That to that. To that. Yeah, right. Alright, that didn't make it down there, okay. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, I like stuff like this. And that, and that. Where are we? We're right around this circle, okay. Yeah, I mean, we've already kind of done this, but we did miss something over there. Ah! Right, obviously we will delete these later, but we need to have a platform to stand on, I think. Go. And then, of course, we're going to have to run around to make sure we didn't delete something that was important. That doesn't look like it's attached to anything. Is it? Rebel, rebel. All right, fine. Fine. So, I normally don't get on the old hype train. But what are y'all thinking? I'm curious. I mean, bacon. Ooh, bacon. Bacon, you know. Pork. Pigs. Could be anything. Welcome, Cyberwolf. He's probably just like, yeah, I'm running out of emojis. I'm gonna have to. He starts randomly picking them. Like, let's see what they start guessing. They're all just laughing at all the. It could be this. It could be that. And they're like, it ain't any of that. All right, where's... Oh, that's... Okay. Hopefully I didn't just flurb something up. You know what? Let's go be smart for a minute, if we can. Alright, so... Just trying to get an idea of where... Because you can't see through all the ground area. I like that theory. I like that theory a lot, Sim. I think we're going to stick with that one. Where are we here? That's random. Yeah. Alright, what are these for? Do I need those? Yes. They're sticking out the front of that, I'm willing to bet. As some form of decorative bit. Where is this? Where is this? Where is this? That I don't think needs to be there, though. Although I could be completely wrong. We'll find out when we walk around later. Where is that? That's right here. That's on that spot. Okay. Let's take a look, shall we? Alright. I think flying space pigs. Pigs in space. Alright, from what I can tell, I didn't ruin anything. But we'll find out sooner than later. I need to find out what these are doing. 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 of them. And that is... Follow this over. That's a little tower thing. Right there. There. There's 5 of them. One, 2. Corner. There should be alright, so that's one of the ones under there. That stays 1, 2. Then we should see stairs. And these are hidden. Because that divots in and this comes out. Aha. All right, then. All right, I think we can get another couple of parts there. So the two on the right, I think. We'll find out shortly. Yeah, so I think I can get rid of that one, and that one. Keeping those two. Keeping that one. Nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed here. Excellent. Yes. I was just on regular television recently. Oh no, that's supposed to be there. I think that's yep. When I'm combing the city. Thank you. Alright, what's all that? Whoa, hey. Alright, some stuff we're not going to mess with because I have a feeling we're not going to know what's what. Oh, we've already been up that way. Yeah, we might have to change spots here. Only because I'm not up on everything. What is the battle for Euclid thing? What is that going on? I see like I think Professor Cynical was doing some stuff that was titled that sort of thing. Alright. Oh, hey. of course, I'm going to forget what we had. I want to say it was 26 parts. This drives me nuts that this does not. Do what it says it is. All right. Well, look at you. My fear, though, is that that is attached to something that will disappear, but I think in this instance we're okay. Yeah, we've already kind of picked this spot clean. Come on.
Thanks.
Are you high?
Oh, you kidding? A little bit, yes.
Video games and drugs?
there.
Those two things don't mix.
Shut up.
Shit. I'll have to remember to fix it. I will have to remember to fix it today. Oh no, why did I just do that? That was foolish of me. What was I gonna do? What the heck is going on there? That's not what I wanna do. One moment. But the volume was too low. I couldn't. I gotta find one with a better volume. They're great. doing before I got completely and utterly squirrel. Well, like I said, I gotta fix the audio. Because it sounded fine when I was doing it, you know what I mean? But then the volume went way down afterwards. Yeah, I think I'm pretty picked clean here. Everything that exists, I think, now exists for a reason in this place. Granted, you know, I'm probably missing something, but it does. Eventually, we gotta really call this done. That would be nice. Alright, we'll move the, son of a bitch, damn it. I forgot to do that first. Oh well. Oh, I don't want to go through that nightmare again. Although we probably could. But, you know, bring back some of our terrain. Actually, what is our terrain looking like? What's our terrain manipulator bit saying? Where's my green? Oh, that's right, I need to build part. There we go. Yeah, full. Alright, what were we at? 26 parts, I think. Am I right on that? So we're at 1524, which gets us 40 parts. Exactly. 40. So we went from 16 to 40. I should probably save. Although hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I didn't destroy anything. Actually, I know I took something from out of here. That cube. Don't see anything horribly disfigured here. Did I not finish this? Bet you I didn't finish that. This looks okay. I think we're good. Yeah, that didn't change anything. It still looks the way it's supposed to. Alright. I think we're okay. I think. Alright, that gives us 40 parts. What do we do? Oh. What are we going to do with 40 parts? Alright, well, that's going to be the question, isn't it? We had to do that. Oh, Sin. This is Atlas Nemesis Galacticus. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. But I think all the stuff I've seen recently, you know, the stuff I've toured and whatnot, there's so much great stuff out there. There really is. All right, we have 40 parts. 40. I'm going to do one more, you know, get under the terrain over in this area because that's like the subway area. But I know we've been pretty darn thorough at this point in terms of, yeah, because we were over here. Yeah, we already did all this. I think, one, in fear of, yeah, we were just here where the cuboid rooms were. I'll check this underneath. One last time, and then all right. I'm also going to do a reload, but I want to check a few things before I do that. We'll do another save, and then we're going to reload. Because I mean, I was hoping, you know, getting rid of some of the hard-to-render parts, or for the no-reason render parts, the game would lighten up a little bit, you know. Alright, we didn't really do anything with the central bit here. These are all here still, blah, blah, blah. Something looks consistent. Do I really need those in there? Yes. I think we have scavenged, scrounged, and found everything that we can, I believe. I know that there's like a bit of wire buried somewhere. Yeah, right. But I can't get it because I tried. It does not. It is, you know. If you're going and building a large build, I would highly recommend, you know, periodically doing what I'm doing here. Although you won't need to as much as I'm doing, because a good portion of what I took out was, well, in the first set of parts was wires. But, you know, it's mostly like leftover setup. On this one was leftover, you know, procedural wall bits before we could choose. Couple of, you know, design choices I, you know, changed up. But primarily, and then wire, a lot of wires, just hanging around doing nothing. Things that I was using to scale. Alright, I think what we need to do is we need to do some exploring, because we need some wonders. I wish this save was in the purple systems, or I at least wish that, you know, if somebody invited you to their build in a purple system, you would actually go there, even though you know you didn't finish the thing. I mean, I can see why they sort of did that, but you know, in creative mode, come on. All right, it's time to warm up my coffee. We've been sitting here for a good hour and a half. We will come back and do a little bit of exploring, see if we can't find some interesting wonders. I really, really need to find a goldfish, you know, the big fish there for the wonder that I have in another area with another save. And then we'll come back and we'll try to figure out where to put the last of our parts. Quote, end quote. How long have I been saying that's the last of the parts? I can't believe how many I keep finding, though. It's insane. I mean, seriously. There have been so many times where I'm like, all right, that's it. And then, I mean, but that just also shows how many little nooks and crannies and areas are in this build, you know. I almost said little build. Some needs to go here. Something semi-mechanical, I think. All right. We're going to take a little breather. I'm going to go warm up my coffee, take a bio break, stretch out for a few minutes. You know the routine here. can't keep staring at this for hours on end because then my eyes start to dry out. So, for those of you who cannot stick around, thank you so much for stopping in and keeping us company this far. For those of you sticking around, you know what I'm going to say. Peel the peepers away from the screen. Give those things a little break. Go get yourself a tasty beverage, snacky treat, do a bio break, whatever you got to do. We'll be back in a few. All right, y'all. We'll see you soon.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still, and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip, haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams storms, cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a
Alrighty, we're back. Brr, it's chilly out today. Alright, what are we gonna get done here? Let's do some exploring. We've been walking around this place doing a scavenger hunt for parts. I think it's time maybe we explore a little bit. I'm just double, triple, quadruple checking some areas just because. With my luck, I'm gonna overlook something here. I do, yes, Zesty. Actually, we looked some of that up recently. How many, like, there was a couple of versions and all that. But yeah, I do remember that actually. Alright, I think we're okay. I think we're good. I think we need to. I mean, there's, you know, I can put something somewhere in this place. There's plenty of area, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we could. I could keep going and going and going and going. Energizer Bunny style here, you know? What is going on? The Revivalizer. So yeah, we found more parts. Currently we have 40 more parts. But we're going to do some exploration because, well, we need some wonders. I think that'll help kind of add a little more. The only thing I don't like about the wonders is you can see them from, like, you know, through buildings, you know, from a distance. It's a little much. I gotta tell you, I just want to see something here. I just want to warp for a moment and see what happens, if anything. Okay. Jim Man Beard, what's going on? Wow, thank you, thank you. And I'm glad to help, glad to help. Alright, we need some wonders. Some sort of cool little wonder. I want purple, says Tom's. Or at least deep enough water for maybe that fish to be there, but I really think they're only available in purple, but I could be wrong. What do you mean? Are they like separating? The space termites. Not helpful, yet funny. Oh yeah, multiplayer. Forget about it. Multiplayer, you're playing with fire building, disappearing, reappearing. That whole scenario, like. You're, yep. Flirting with disaster. Fungal mold. Alright, looks like we got some places we can do a little exploration. Interesting. Alright, we'll head to an R&D and we'll check stuff out. Even in single player, really. I was trying to join up with a player, and like, even though like he could see my online, I couldn't see him to join. And then he tried to join me, and it said matchmaking services weren't available. It was just like this weird scenario, and we're both like, yeah, update incoming. And then sure enough, the bacon emoji dropped. I think it was 2 or 3 days later. Alright, I don't see anything that potentially has any water on it. They all look pretty rocky. Alright, let's check out the rotting planet. Let's see if we can... Yeah, I heard that happened to some people. I mean, I should probably go check some of my saves and see what happened to them, but... I'm also using... I also use a lot of legacy floor panels, so I don't usually have too much of an issue, but we'll see. I mean, I use all kinds of things, but, you know, I'm a legacy player, I suppose. Day one player. I like the legacy parts. Plus they have, you know, they just look better, especially when you make them into a circle. They make nice patterns. Whereas the new alloy ones just shimmy and look horrible. And look like they're all uneven. Alright, alright, let's see what we get here. Oh, really? I wonder if it's... What are you playing on again, Rev? I'm gonna have to take a look. Yeah, if they be messing with base building, I'm gonna be complaining.
Units received.
I don't see any critters. Xbox? I wonder if it's an Xbox thing. Why did I just go into here? Oh, yeah. Discoveries. No fauna. Of course not. Webbed. Yeah. You know what? We'll drop in it anyway. Why not? We are exploring after all. We gotta find a couple of, like, some of those bipedal creatures, you know, so I can have them kind of kicking around the city or make other signs out of them or something. I had an idea for a sign. I don't know if it'll work, but I was going to give it a try. If I ended up at the parts or like somewhere else in my new city. But if I can experiment with it now, you know, if I build another city, and we'll say city loosely, because whatever it is will be an R&D that turns into something like we did here. It will not be planned. It never is. I start with something and see what the heck I get out of it. Yeah, I knew it was this, but I just wanted to see what the roly-poly was going to be. Because there's usually one critter on these planets. It's generally something that is similar to what's on it. Although apparently no planetary fauna on this one either. Okay. Lately, I mean in general, I know fiber finally came into my neighborhood. I was thinking about switching. Exactly, Sin. You know, I mean, you've seen me build. You know, I'll sketch something out and, you know, try a bunch of different things. You know, I have a basic idea, but it's not like I've drawn up schematics and, you know, blueprints. Exactly. Yes. It'd be crazy if this were a system with absolutely no fauna anywhere. Interesting. Alright, this system has been wah, wah. Yeah, I just need to make sure, you know, obviously I need good upload speeds as well. Activated. Darn it. Activated. Fine. Terraforming catastrophe. Temperate. Alright, but activated. Alright, we'll start at the temperate. Work our way back. Yeah, my problem is, you know, the only choice I had for decent internet was, you know, cable company internet in my area. But like I said, we just got fiber, so. shallow water, but and it's storming, so we can't even truly tell. Ooh, nice view though. Damn it.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, incoming storm. Sorry, I already thought we were in a storm. Okay. I guess not. But still, nice view. Be nicer if it weren't constantly stormy, though.
Units received.
No, I don't need a crabby thing. Alright. This is... I have a feeling this is going to be a bust. And there's probably not anything on the terraforming catastrophe. Yes, there are. I had, back when I was using mods, which I gotta throw those back on just for ha-has. I had one. I'll check and see. Not gonna hurt. I mean, they look like cave entrances, but they're not. Yeah, there we go. Captain Angelic. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of already... I'm like, I need to get those 40 parts in. I'm like, yeah, all right, another cave. Another planet. I mean, I'm enjoying the new planets and the new lighting and the new terrain and everything, don't get me wrong. But I need to get the city done. It needs to get finished. I need to be able to just say, okay, move on. And I believe at this point we are pretty much at our part. You know, we have scoured enough. Yes, Atlas, I totally agree. We've been saying for a long time that Spacesuit series has needed an update. That's for sure. Well, Captain Angelicus, you can also, if you join up on the Discord there, I have an area where if you would like to visit and tour and walk around the city, put in a request and we try to figure out a day and time, because I know everyone, different time zones and all that stuff, and work schedules and whatnot. But, you know, in order for you to see the whole thing, as we all know, I gotta be there for you to see everything. Alright. Wait for the posters and everything to render in. The posters and the decals. The decals. The decals. Yeah. Alright. Alright, we got 40 more parts. What do we do with these? I still want to change the... I don't like the way this ends here. I don't know why. But I don't. Not a huge deal. This was one of the areas I was worried about. I had a bunch of stuff over here. I think we're okay. I don't know. What do you think? Change the floor to this in this area here. More industrial. Still have it be kind of that mix. I mean, I could also, I suppose, but, oh, yeah, no, when you mess around with these, sometimes your parts go disappearing. I don't know, I'm kind of divided on this one. Thoughts? Anyone? Any thoughts? And we gained another part. I don't know. Not sure. Ah, shoot. Damn it. That's all right. I don't think I lost anything. Okay. I think I wouldn't mind it so much if I ended these differently. It needs some sort of bit, you know what I mean? Like something to blend it into the ground. I mean, does it really? No. Would it look better? I think yes. But we also got to remember 40 parts, although it sounds like a lot. Oh, I added this the other day too, which I wanted to work on more, but I have not. Anyway, 40 parts sounds like a lot, but it's not. We'll be through with those in a matter of moments. All right. I really need some wonders. I hate to say it, but I really do. I need some wonders. But that means I gotta explore and I can't build. Although I do like to explore. I could. Yeah, this is the difficult part. Every single time we find more parts is where do I put them? Where will I benefit? And sometimes it's just like, all right, let's throw a sign here, and we waste a bunch of time, moving stickers and posters around. And I'm limited on that right now because, the save missed a bunch of expeditions, so. But, more signs don't hurt. So I'll add some more signs. Why the heck not? going to sink back in if I go to move it, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fine. Yeah, okay. So regardless what I do there. So what I need to do is what? Okay. Sure. No color choice on that either, that's right. I need more parts. I would need one particular wonder, but again, because I could comb through what I have for current. Just want to see what this does. Yeah, we're getting a little repetitive, but let's see what happens. a little low, but. Like, where do you see it from, you know, and is it worth to have, you know, the effort to put something in that spot? Wow, look at the light that generates over there. Where's that? Please tell me that's not that, is it? It kind of is. Yeah, I know. Don't like it. Okay. No big deal. We will try something else. Alright, so that's a pain in the butt. Got it. Yeah, shoot. I always forget about that. That's going to be it. Because that goes in sideways if I do that, right? Yeah. Damn it. Alright, so if I want to do that, yeah, I know what I need to do. I don't want to because it's not going to really be what I want it to be. But I also need a full length one if I'm going to do a singular. What if I did? Come on. Stop. How would I do that? How would I do that? If I do what I'm thinking, it's going to be too far out. Which would be to take this. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What if I take that since it is full scale, bring it over to here. Still a little too far away, but let's try it. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Right up. Oh, shoot. Yeah, because that's... Damn it. Alright, I need that to be flipped around. Son of a biscuit. Alright. And herein lies the problem, trying to get that to be flush. And I'm going to take a chance of... That ain't bad. I'll live with that. Now, I may require a second person, but joining multiplayer has been less than successful. Too close to Starship. What? Where's my Starship? What are you talking about, too close to Starship? I'm still yet to use these. that's why I need. But I think moving, I don't remember. I mean, we did it once before, twice before. Yeah, stickers work better. They work better. I mean, we could do something like that. Did that not light? Oh. Interesting. These should be pill lights. These should power. Really? It's lit. Ah. The floor overpowers. Okay. That's too bad. And I could do that. Again, I think we're gonna... Yep, it does. That overpowers. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Dashboard devil. Uh, 30, 37, I think. All right. We got to try something different here. Yeah, we did a pretty extensive scouring today. Interesting. Oh, that's probably because of the wire. Boing. But I mean, it would be nice to be able to layer the stickers, you know, and have the points, you know, create like, you know, sort of a star or sun effect. You know what I mean? Hello, wait a minute. What the hell just happened? Alright, interesting. Well, that didn't mean to happen, so... Alright, let's put this back in there. Apparently you can change your light floor into, something else. That's funny. Like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Gonna remove that one. Yep, it's gonna. But if I'm smart, which we all know that is not the case, what I would do is that. Oh, okay. That's the problem right there. That's my biggest problem. Is that electrical connector. So we remove this for right now. Hopefully that doesn't delete those other bits. But I have a feeling it's gonna. Yeah, the game's like, no. What do you think you're trying to do right now? Yeah, everything in there is squashed. Boonk. Alright, so we start again. These are gonna go away though. I know it. We might get lucky, but doesn't quite fit. Yeah, we lost the poster. I'm on the wrong side now, but all right. I see how we need to do it anyway, so I'm not stressing it at the moment. Let's put it that way. But maybe I am. Stickers obviously would be better. But I would need to have one removed while working on the other one. So there goes that. Again, the Wonder Projector would be nice. Just curious to see what this will do, if anything. they snap? Can't remember if they do or don't. They do not. Okay. Right on, Zesty. All right, let's go back to I really wish phase deletion. Take care, Dash. Thanks for stopping in. What if that's still getting away? Yeah, but this is gonna eat up more parts than I want. And then that's just, now we have the same obstacle on each side. So, nay. Curious to see if it'll help clean it up or it ends up just making it worse. I think it's just going to end up making it worse. Yeah, you probably don't even see it light now, except for the weird. Yeah. No. Sometimes. I knew that would happen. Oh, and we lost our mounting thing a long time ago, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Just been messing with this for too long. Maron. Notice we'll delete. Yeah, when you've done so many things, it gets more and more difficult to try to figure out something new and different. Yeah, I need wonders. I really do. I need some different wonders. That's where we need to start thinking. Yep, I think that's the direction we need to go in. I really do. Alright, let's forget about this. I am going to have to explore. Whether I want to or not. Because I think, like I'm saying, what I really need is to get some wonders in here. I deleted. That's a good one. I like it. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Increasanity. Alright, maybe we'll have these and then something maybe in the middle, I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it right now. Just trying to take up some space. You just started playing. Welcome to the community. You will be taking screenshots galore. This game is quite... Actually, no, let's do... I'm trying to use stuff I haven't used yet, you know what I mean? Like this sticker. And again, I wish we could just have a reversal of it. A little too small here. We've only got so many of these square posters, you know. Come on, stop it. I can't live with that. That gap just would drive me crazy. You figure with the light floor behind everything else, we wouldn't need to do that. But apparently we do. Well, thank you. You have a wonderful day yourself. Alright, we'll start with that. And then we'll figure out what to put in the middle of it. That's going to be the difficult part. And we should probably, you know, use some of these extra parts for a little bit of decoration. You know. That might not be a bad idea. Nope. Yeah, see, and pick it up and it flips around. That's not cool. See? Yeah, see, this is where the wonder projector would come in handy. Because then I could, you know, do something that... Man, we need to figure this out. We need wonders. We need a wonder. A wonder, wonder. Ba-doo-boo-boo. What am I gonna build? I never really know. That's another thing too, I never said. Could use this without the flag bit. But I would need a cube here. Which, you know, that's not difficult to do. bussing around. We'll see what happens here. Okay, see that one. Yeah, see, that's really what I should do. Yeah, we can do that for something else later. That's not a bad idea. Let's take a look at it. Alright, I think what we would need to do in order to really make this work is set up a cube and all that fun stuff. So. But I do need to use that part a little bit more. Interesting. And I'm going to have to light that bit too. Damn it. Which means I'm going to have to pull all that apart. At this point, I'm just trying some ideas, you know, like, just for design. It's like we've already used all this. I want new. And actually, that could become part of the whole thing, couldn't it? saying that it couldn't become part of it. No. And see how some of these do fold over or lay over? Interesting. Very curious on that. Because some of these are working much better than others. Like, see these? Nope. To that point. I need more stickers. Yes, I do. I need more stickers, so do you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, rough sketch, just try a couple ideas, see what happens, and then we try to refine it as we go. All right. Ideas sound, but I'll work with it. I think I need some light underneath the other parts, and we got to line everything up a little bit better, but it's a start. We'll mess around with that. But, oh, all right. I unfortunately need to get going. I have some things I got to take care of today, but I will be back tomorrow. I might even be back later tonight. We'll see. That's really going to depend on how tired I am. If I'm to be honest. But yeah, I think I'll leave that for now. We'll come up with something to fill in the gap. But we got enough parts to mess around in here for a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm starting to get really hungry here. I didn't eat much yesterday. And now I'm kind of like, damn, I should have. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for hanging out, as always. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and all that jive if you haven't done all that already. Leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. All that blah, 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 blah. But I will be back on tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, my normal. But, you know, I may show up tonight. If I come up with an idea, I'll probably noodle with this off stream. And if I come up with something, I may jump back on later, or may wait and see it tomorrow. We don't know. All right, y'all. Thanks again for hanging out. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, this has been me, that weirdo Kevin C here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and Starship grease. Get your Action Pants on. Get out there. Start building some wild and wacky stuff. We'll see you soon. Take care, y'all. Bye.
Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.